Hi YouTube, it's all about Kathy. Finally getting back here with an update. It's been probably close to a month since I updated YouTube with my gastric bypass journey. I started my journey on April 27th of this year, weighing 227.8 was my highest weight just prior to my pre-op diet. And today I weighed in at 184.3, which is a total weight loss as of today of 43.5 pounds, and that's in less than 12 weeks. So I am very pleased with this kind of weight loss. There's no other diet plan that I have ever done that has been this exceptional for me. I feel great. I don't feel deprived one little bit. I am seldom hungry, and if I am hungry, I eat very little, and I fill up and I stay full very quickly. A couple of things that I wanted to bring up that I failed to mention the last time. One thing is that prior to my surgery I was on high blood pressure medication, and my blood pressure was probably running like 158 over 100 or 102. Within 3 weeks of having this surgery, my blood pressure went down, I think 3 or 4 days in a row, to like 117 over 72. So my doctor immediately took me off my medication, and most of the time I'm hovering around 122 over, I think, 76 or 78. So I'm really pleased with that. The other thing that I did, I sort of took it upon myself without my doctor knowing about it, but I started weaning myself off from my asthma medication. I've been on Advair twice a day, and for the last month I have not done my asthma inhaler at all. And for me, I don't get shortness of breath or asthma attacks, but my asthma comes in the form of a chronic cough, and I am not having that at all. So I have my fingers crossed that this isn't just a fluke. Especially being summer, allergy season, I would think if I was still going to have a problem with my asthma, I certainly would be having it. So anyway, my inhaler is here. I'm not throwing it out just to be on the safe side, but so far I am asthma medication free and high blood pressure medication free for quite a long time now, even though my surgery was only 11.5 weeks ago. The other thing I wanted to bring up was to tell anybody that's contemplating having this surgery that it's really no joke when your doctor talks about having to commit to being on vitamin and mineral supplements for the rest of your life. I am presently on 2 chewable multivitamins every day, and I'm on chewable calcium 3 times a day, and I'm now taking a B complex that I just started taking about a week ago. And I've also switched over from the Centrum Silver that I just got at a pharmacy. I went online to a website that's called bariatricadvantage.com, and the makeup of their multivitamin seemed to have a little bit more oomph to it. The milligrams were much more in every vitamin, whether it was A or C or D or even the minerals, and they actually taste better too. The citrus berry that the Centrum comes in was really getting to me, and the Bariatric Advantage, I think it's French vanilla flavored, much easier to get down. I'm really feeling good. I guess I would say the only thing I do notice is that toward the end of the week, probably by like Thursday, and I do work full-time, and I'm almost 52 years old, working full-time, and so by the end of the week, I'm really feeling pretty tired at night. I mean, I'm just dragging after supper come Thursday night. So I'm not sure if this is just due to my age, or if it's I don't quite have my vitamin makeup just the way it needs to be yet, or if I'm still healing from the surgery. And I'm a very active person. I'm not one to sit around or relax too much. I've got flower gardens that I keep up with, and today we just got back from the White Mountains in New Hampshire, and we walked some trails. I guess I wouldn't call it hiking, but we walked a couple of trails that had a lot of hills involved, and it was probably, I don't know, 2.5 miles, something like that. So other than that, I'm really feeling great, and honestly, when I was 45 pounds overweight, I was pretty tired all the time too, and I certainly could not have walked the trails that I walked today. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm just trying to refine everything so that I'm feeling the best I can feel. And the other thing that it might have to do with, I'm only getting between 600 and 800 calories a day. So maybe that's why I'm tired by Thursday. I don't know. But I'm eating everything now that's healthy for me to have. I'm eating good quality whole wheat bread. I can eat pasta. I can eat potato, steak, chicken, crab meat, lobster, scallops, swordfish, haddock, salad, other raw vegetables, raw fruit, and I'm not having any problems whatsoever. Now keep in mind, when I say pasta, potato, bread, I'm eating very little of that. I may have a slice of bread every day to make up half a sandwich. And if I have potato, it's a few mouthfuls at dinner because I really concentrate on getting my protein in first. And the same with fruits and vegetables, really. And I know that over time that will change. As I can eat more, then obviously I'll up that a little bit. But I have to say I followed the guideline that they gave me very closely with your protein first and working to get my water in. It's supposed to be 64 ounces a day. I can't say that I do that every day, but I think I'm within probably 8 or 10 ounces of that every day, and sometimes I'm getting a little bit more if I'm out working around the yard. And the other thing that I wanted to really say for me is that I have always been an overeater. If you sat a pizza in front of me, a pepperoni pizza is my favorite thing in the whole wide world to eat. Even though I might be full after eating 2 pieces of pizza, I'm going to keep eating the pizza because it just tastes really good and there's always room for one more piece. The same with anything, whether it be a lobster roll, fried seafood, anything like that. I have always eaten too much of a good thing until I'm Thanksgiving Day full, I call it. What I'm finding since my gastric bypass is that after I eat the portion I'm supposed to have, which is probably about a half a cup, not only am I full, and I sort of get that feeling right here that tells me I'm full, and I'm also getting a funny little pain in my shoulder, which for me is a warning sign that I better be taking my last mouthful because I'm going to be uncomfortable. But once I've reached the full point, the other thing that happens to me, which is really different, is that whatever I'm eating, no matter how much of a favorite food it might be, I just lose my taste for it. Friday night we went to one of our favorite Maine seafood places, and I got a crab meat roll, and it was in a hot dog roll, and it was crammed full of very fresh, nice crab meat. And I think I ate just shy of half of this crab meat roll, and I didn't even eat the whole half of the hot dog roll. I ate a few bites of the bread, but I picked out a lot of the crab meat with a fork. Not only did I feel full, but I just felt like all of a sudden I lost my taste for the crab meat. It just no longer interested me, and I gave the rest of it to my husband. And this happens a lot, whether I'm eating steak or chicken or even fried seafood. I've had a couple of times, some fried scallops. I eat 3 fried scallops, and honestly, they don't taste good to me anymore. That's all I want, and I feel very satisfied. I don't feel deprived. I don't have the cravings for sweet things that I always did, whether it's cakes, cookies, anything sugary doesn't have the appeal to me that it did. Now, I can't say that this is what everyone's experience is going to be, but I have read this quite a bit. And for me, this is exactly what's happening. And I hope it will continue, because this is the best decision I have ever made. And I do understand that I'm very fortunate, because I've really had no complications at all. I really feel great. So that is basically all I have to say today, is that life is good after RNY Gastric Bypass. And if you're hearing that noise in the background, I'm sitting in front of my garden pond. If you can see it over there with the water flowing. And I heard some frogs croaking a minute ago, but I guess they're not going to do it now. So that's it for now. Everybody take care, stay in touch, give me your comments. Any questions that you might have, I'm more than happy to answer those. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.